Good morning, everybody. I'm Teresa Perrin, and this is my stock market watch list for Thursday, November 10th, 2022. Futures are just slightly green at time of recording. Oil is in the red. Guys, it's going to be a very interesting and potentially volatile day because we are getting CPI numbers at 8:30 a.m. So I caution you to be very careful today and always protect your assets. Please remember, nothing I say is financial advice. Always do your own DD. Let's get started. Dave has been on my radar for quite a while. It had a massive run over $1 several months back. I also believe it was around earnings time, and it has earnings in the after hours today. Banks have been doing fairly well with earnings, so I do think that they're going to also do well, and I want to see if this makes a massive move to the upside. Again, guys, market conditions have been crazy with earnings, so, it is what it is, but definitely keep this on your radar. GoCo, another one with earnings in the after hours that we've seen a substantial move, 21.05% in the past month. Watch my video if you haven't already, because the last earnings, this stock doubled practically in price, and I think that the potential exists there this time as well, especially if earnings are a beat and if CPI is favorable for movement. Meta. All right, guys, this is kind of stuck in what I would say no man's land. If it breaks below $1, I would say take a short. If it breaks above below $100, not $1, below $100, I would say go short. And because it has two gaps to the downside to fill, it has a huge gap to the upside, which you don't see in this picture, that it also needs to fill. So I would say if it breaks yesterday's high of day, approximately, I think it hit 104.99. So if it breaks that 105, I would say this is an excellent opportunity to go long in Meta. NVTA had excellent earnings, guys. They moved up, hit that, I think it tapped $2.99. I'm not sure if it ever got that exact $3, but then it was pulled right back down in something that looked very, very unnatural. Guys, I don't know what to say. The stock is very undervalued in my opinion. Unfortunately, this market condition is nuts. But I would be watching this to see if we get a continuation of this move upwards today. I just don't understand what happened there. It makes no sense, but it is what it is. Carvana. All right, here's another one that's been beat down very, very badly, guys. I think it's trying to slowly make moves back to the upside. Yesterday, it tried to get a breakout, but it was also pulled right back down. So I want to see if that move back up continues. I think it could potentially double in price in the very near future. If it does, it has a very, very high short rate, guys. So if this starts moving, shorts are going to be forced to cover. With everything going on in the market with crypto and all that, better expect margin calls are going to be going out. And I think some of these very heavily shorted stocks have the potential to make some big moves. NEO had earnings. They were mixed, guys. But I think that they're responding nicely to them this morning. I keep hearing it go off on the scanner. So I would keep an eye on NEO, and Chinese stocks seem to be going up this morning as well. So that's my other thought process on that. FSRD is a bankruptcy play, guys, and they got good news regarding their bankruptcy court. This is what it says. Fast Radius receives court approval for first day motions to support business operations, and Fast Radius says bankruptcy court approved all first day motions related to Chapter 11 petitions. So look to see if that can make a rally at some point today. As you can see, it's already up twice its price, but it was beat down very, very hard. VRAX is also moving in pre-market, guys. I'm not really quite sure why, other than it hit a bottom and it seems to be responding to the upside now. This stock, I don't know if I trust it, guys. It's been beat down very bad. It could get a run if momentum comes into it, but when I tell you this thing's been beat up, it has been beat up. If you look at that chart, you'll be like, what the heck? I don't know if I want to touch this, honestly. I've been burnt on it before and just think sometimes you need to cut your losses. But guys, it could be a potential runner because it does have a very low float. WETG is also up in pre-market substantially, 27.62%. This stock can move, but be careful. This is another one that, I think it potentially is going to be an amazing stock in the future. But right now, they are just just beating this up. They pull it up and they pull it right back down, like trying to liquidity grab and get retail to keep buying in and selling. Eventually, though, one of these days, retail's just going to buy and hold, and it's going to go. GFI. All right, this has had an amazing run this week based on canceling an agreement to purchase another gold company, since that merger was canceled by the other company, they are getting like, I think $300 million was the penalty that they had to pay to Goldfields. So I am watching GFI to see if it makes a continuation. And I've noticed a trend that gold has been hopping lately. I think that's with the fears of recession. So keep an eye on not just GFI, but all gold plays. NEOG. All right, this has been consolidating for the last couple days. I'm waiting to see a breakout. It's up 10.23% in the past week, but this is beat down very, very badly in the past year. However, it has been in an uptrend, so I'm looking for when it makes that next move up. Go EV had earnings, I believe, that were good. They are up 19 cents in the pre-market, so keep an eye on that for a continuation. Alibaba, like I said, Alibaba, JD, NEO, all of these Chinese stocks have been moving nicely in pre-market, so I think we're going to see some Chinese stocks take off today, but let's see. Oh, sorry. Repeat of NEO. Oxy. Oxy was a miss of Wall Street's expectations on earnings. Surprisingly, I can't even imagine how that happened, but it was. And as you can see, it has been pulled down, which pulled down all of the oil industry as a whole. Since oil is red today, I am wondering if this is going to be a continuation of a short on Oxy. However, if we see a reversal, it could go long. So I'm not married to any direction, but I think it could be a good play. Oof, Mara. All right, guys. Crypto in general has a lot going on with the whole FTX thing. Does Mara see a bounce from here, or do we see it continue to go lower? I think that there's a lot more pain in store for crypto. Does it get a rebound rally at some point? Yes, I believe so. I don't know if that's today. So again, I'm not married to either direction. This could be a great short as well as it could be a great long, depending. Just follow the chart and where it takes you. Canopy growth. All right, I'm going to say CGC and all of cannabis stocks could potentially be very hot with the new election again. I noticed that their earnings were fantastic and it had a nice run yesterday that, as usual, was immediately pulled back. But guys, it is up 7.31%. So I am looking at CGC as, not just a short-term play, but this is also a good point potentially to buy and hold. I'm seeing a very nice cup and handle pattern that has formed on this chart, which is why I'm showing you the 3-month chart. And I'm wondering if this continuation continues to move to the upside in cannabis plays. They've been beat down very bad over the last several years. And, guys, it's like an elastic band. Eventually you pull too far in one direction and things just snap. Are we getting close with CGC? Could be. BBIG. All right, guys, some of you are probably very shocked that I have this on my radar, but I do, because BBIG came down and filled its gap at 70 cents. So now I want to see, can it potentially rebound now that it has filled that gap? It is up 2 cents in pre-market. Be interesting to see what happens with BBIG today. Again, not married in either direction. I have never personally shorted this stock, despite what some people think. Probably should have, but I have not, guys. And I don't plan to. I'm actually looking for a re-entry to ride it back up, because I do believe that they like to pull the rug on retail. So I think if you're smart and can ride the rides and know when to exit on BBIG, there's money to be made. Do I want to? I'm not sure yet. There's a lot going on there, guys. And I just, I still have a position. I've sold the majority of it. I do want to see BBIG succeed for all the shareholders. It's really awful what's happened. It's probably one of my biggest losses ever. DBGI. All right, guys. So this had a reverse split and is getting some momentum. I would keep an eye on it because I do believe that DBGI is heavily, heavily watched by retail, and it could make a substantial move. Again, knowing that, you know what they like to do to retail stocks, so be careful, but could be a good ride to run your way up. Armed. All right. This, guys, I am not suggesting anybody, I'm not suggesting on any stock anyone buy, hold, or sell, but I am suggesting you keep an eye on Armed because they should be announcing that reverse, or that deal with the reverse merger with Catheter Precision. Rumor has it it's coming this week. Well, there's only 2 days left of the week, so if rumor holds true, that would be today or tomorrow. It is up 6 cents in pre-market, and I noticed that there was a big buy, yesterday, I think it was, in Armed. So somebody knows something, and potentially this could go on a very nice run. Another very heavily shorted stock that's had a reverse split and just been taken to the bank. MSGM. Okay, MSGM had a reverse split done today, guys. I do believe they report earnings after hours, or maybe it's in pre-market today. I think earnings are today, though. And guys, all in all, I think this is an excellent company, and they wouldn't let it get over $1. This kept running from like this 60-cent range to like 93, 95, 99 cents, pulled back down. So now that it is, are they going to finally let this company run? Because I think that it's very undervalued, especially given the reverse split, and that this has the potential to make a nice move, or will they do what they do with other reverse splits and destroy it? Let me tell you, the float is very, very small in MSGM now, so it can move fast in either direction. If you are going to get in, be very careful. And it was a 1-for-10 reverse split. Novavax had, I guess what Wall Street considered good earnings. It was a mix, guys. But I do believe that it went up, pulled back. It keeps doing this. It's been in a channel. Can it break that channel in either direction? That's what I'm watching for. I hope it breaks to the upside. I do like Novavax as a company, and see some potential in it, but it's been beat down hard. Can we finally get that breakout? I think if CPI is in our favor, we're going to see this run, so it's on my watch. And then we have Cassava Science, and I'm showing you the 3-month because look at it is getting very close to completing this wedge and should be breaking in either direction. It is up 63% in the past 3 months. I am watching Cassava for a continuation of that move to the upside. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.